the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Lancer basketball is now on the air.
Jenkins, he wants to run. Jam time! Christian Jenkins on the one-handed flush. Boyd puts up a prayer from half court. Bang! 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 Kyle Waller knocks down a half-court shot. Timeline, Deja Smith, three for the lead. Bang! Deja Smith gives the Lancers the lead. Timeout the floor. Timeout the floor.
Now it's time for the Lancer Hoops pregame show with Steven Stock.
And we welcome you in here to Belleville East on a Friday evening. Glad to have you along. It's the regular season finale, and it's also senior night here from Belleville East. Steven Stock with you. It's a pleasure to have you along, and we're going to get that senior night coverage coming up here in just a minute as our JV game just ended, and going to transition to that. That's going to be the first thing we're going to start off with tonight, and then we'll go into pregame coverage after that and get you ready for this one. For the last game of the regular season between the Lancers of Belleville East, who come at a record of 29, 6-5 in conference play, and the Flyers of East St. Louis, who come in a record of 13-17 and 4-7 in conference play. The Lancers are 8-4 on this home floor, and the Flyers are 3-6 on the road. Our PA tonight is Keith Pageant, who will be guiding you through those senior night festivities here in just a few minutes, just waiting for everything to be organized and ready to go. And we got some great seniors to honor, these great basketball players, and hopefully the goal is to win tonight. We get a few of those up here and talk to them. Got some great guys, and really proud of this group, and hopefully we can be even more proud of what's going to happen hopefully next week if the Lancers can win some games. It's going to be tough against Belleville West and most likely Quincy if the Lancers could win that first game on Wednesday at the Belleville West Regional. But nonetheless, though, if it were to end Wednesday or Friday, we got to be so proud of what these seniors have been able to achieve. And go back to last year, and you look at all these guys too. All these guys, all five of our basketball players, did not play varsity 2 years ago. They just came in on the varsity scene last year as a junior, and they've accomplished a lot in 2 years and really turned around a season that looked like it was going to be really rough. You go look back at Collinsville during the Council tournament, it looked rough. The Lancers came out of there not playing their best basketball and going 1-3 in that tournament, and lost to O'Fallon the game after out of that tournament, and that really hurt Belleville East. And it looked like, I don't know what the record was, probably one game above 500, even just right at 500, and 10-game win streak down the end of the stretch, and really just kind of catapulted themselves into the playoffs, and had a tough playoff loss to this year, accomplished 20 wins. And I said this last night on the girls basketball postgame show, got to say congratulations to Jeff Creek and his team. That's their third 20th straight win season, and also their Jeff Creek's fourth straight 600 win percentage season. So our senior night festivities are underway. Let's go to give it to our PA, Keith Pageant.
She's been varsity basketball manager and a really, really good one for the last 3 years. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, the Ecology Club, the Flag Football Team, and AVID. She placed first 3 years in a row in website design for the Future Business Leaders of America. After high school, Ariana is going to SIUE to pursue a degree in pre-veterinary medicine. Her favorite basketball memory is arguing with Coach Creek every day. Lancer senior Ariana Washington. Our first Lancer senior basketball player is Ja'Cory Brown. Ja'Cory is the son of Crystal Dennis and Marlon Brown. He's a 2-year varsity letterman and a starter for Lancer basketball. He plans on attending college and playing basketball at the next level. His favorite memory is going on trips over the summer with the basketball team. Lancer senior Ja'Cory Brown. Our next Lancer senior is Christian Cahill-Newsom. Christian is the son of Jennifer Cahill. He's a 2-year varsity letterman in basketball. He's a member of the National Honor Society, English Honor Society, Science Honor Society, and the Math Honor Society. Christian is ranked first in the senior class. He plans to pursue a master's degree in finance from the Olin School of Business at Washington University in St. Louis. His favorite memory is the summer trip to Chicago and connecting with his teammates, Christian Cahill-Newsom. Our next Lancer senior is Jalen Dawson. Jalen is the son of Janine and Kaz Dawson. Jalen is a 3-year varsity letterman and a 2-year varsity starter for the Belleville Lancers. He's a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. The Spanish Honors Club has been named our Lancer Student of the Month. He plans to attend college and continue his basketball career. His favorite memory is going to the gas station after big Lancer wins. Lancer senior number 4, Jalen Dawson. Our next Lancer senior is Savion Mitchell. Savion is the son of Sigray and Aaron Mitchell. He is a 4-year varsity letterman and a 2-year varsity starter in basketball.
great bunch here and hoping for a senior night win. The last 2 years, the senior night's been spoiled. East St. Louis spoiled it 2 years ago, and then Belleville West spoiled it last year. So trying to get a win here tonight and end off the regular season in a good note. And hopefully, I mean, the goal is to continue riding a little momentum. Lancers now have been able to win 2 straight games. Defeated Belleville West on Tuesday on the road in that one at Belleville West. And that was a 5-point win. And you're like, okay, 5-point win. Didn't you beat West by over double digits? The last time won by 15. Well, I'll tell you, Belleville East was without a few guys. They were without their leading scorer in Xavier Boo. They were also without Jalen Coleman and Ja'Cory Brown in that game. So obviously you can look at that and you can say, well, what if? But the Lancers, I think, would have won by more if you had those 3 playing. Well, the Lancers will have those 3 playing tonight and hoping for win number 21 to finish out the regular season on a good note. When we go into the playoffs next week, the Lancers will look for their first regional championship in 11 years. Last time they won one was 2013, 2014. That year they went 20-10 and knocked off O'Fallon in the regional championship 60-54. And the head coach at that time was our current JV coach, Abel Schroeder. Getting ready to start warm-up, so we're still about 15 minutes out, and we'll roll in here to our pregame coverage here. As Belleville East is, as I mentioned, going for win. There we go, sorry, wrong one. Going for win number 21 here on the year. And we'll talk about the last meeting between these two. That was back in January on the 14th of January. And that was a 63-45 win for the Flyers. Belleville East ended up losing that game by 18 points. And they had a lead at halftime. Ended up leading by 9 at the half, but a 25-12 third and an 18-4 fourth by the Flyers pulled them away to win by 18. A game the Lancers felt like, up at the half. That's only one of the 2 losses this year for Belleville East when they've had a lead at halftime. The other one came to Althoff back just a few weeks ago. So Belleville East has done a good job when playing games at half, having a lead at halftime, and they've done a good job of holding on to those leads, but just one of those 2 losses where the Lancers were not able to hold on to a lead. Lancers shot 37% from the field, going 19 for 52, 3 for 13 from 3, 23%, and 4 for 7 from the line, 57%. They didn't shoot the ball great in that game, and we know Belleville East, when they win games this year, they make their shots. The Lancers, when they make their shots, you're talking just about 40% from the field. Belleville East this year is 20-1. They're 20-1 when they shoot 40%, 40.5% or better. And how about when they shoot 27% or better from 3 in a ball game? They're 13-0, and you're looking at all 20 wins of game when you shoot just 40% better from the field. And it's just a stat, but we'll see how that goes here going to the playoffs. And obviously Belleville West can be tough. I'm looking at Quincy, and I know I shouldn't be looking at Quincy. We still got a game to win coming up on Wednesday at Belleville West, but I'm looking at Quincy because that's who most likely are getting the regional championship. They are a really good basketball team that scores the basketball. I think they have the 6th highest scoring offense in the state of Illinois in Class 4A, and I think it was today I saw it, that they have the 10th fewest would be 10th fewest points allowed in a game this year. And you're looking at high scoring offense and then a very good defense. You look at Belleville East this year, let's look at points. When you score 53 or less, you're 2-8 in a ball game. How about when you give up points? I think Quincy's scoring about 65, 66 points a game. Well, the Lancers this year are 4-9 when opponents score just 52 or more. So Belleville East, it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. It's started with tonight. Flyers are a good team, but going to the playoffs, it's going to be tough against Belleville West at that place and that atmosphere on a Wednesday night, especially, you got Quincy O'Fallon. That should be a good one at 6 o'clock, and then you got Belleville East, Belleville West at 7:30 in a 3 versus 6 in this one. Belleville East and East St. Louis coming up here in just a few minutes. Back in a few minutes, continuing on our pregame show. The Flyers, the Lancers coming up here from Belleville East here on Senior Night. Well, back here from Belleville East, about 10 minutes away from the start of this one with the Lancers and the Flyers here from East St. Louis, or here from Belleville East, trying to wrap out the regular season. Lancers coming in 20-9, as I mentioned, 6-5 in conference play. And Belleville East with that win on Tuesday against Belleville West clinched a third-place spot in the Southwestern Conference, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good to think about how tough the conference has been. And I'll tell you right now, if you so the first place spot, Edwardsville's clinched a share of first place. They're 10-1. Alton's 9-2. Edwardsville is Edwardsville's hosted Belleville West. Alton's at Collinsville. Alton 9-2. And if Alton were to win, Edwardsville were to lose, they will be tied for first place in the conference. So Edwardsville's trying to hopefully win tonight. They win. They are Southwestern Conference champions outright. But I was going to say, if you told me at the start of this year that the team that wins the conference here, that wins Southwestern Conference, is the team that went 11-1 in conference play, I'd be like, oh, I don't know about that. Just the way the conference is played, and I feel like it would be probably more closer to 3 losses, I want to say, 3 or even 4 losses, but I think it would have been 2 or 3 would have been the number, especially 3. But it just speaks to how good Edwardsville's been. We've seen Edwardsville twice. We've seen Alton. Them two are really, really good. And I say this, that we're going to get Quincy next week. I think they're even better than those two, but I'm glad we don't have to play Edwardsville or Alton because they are really, really good. And the way they have just played, they are a very, very good ball club, and it's tough to beat. It'll be an all-senior lineup coming up here for Jeff Creek as the Lancers will go with all 5 of their seniors: Xavier Moody, Jalen Austin, Savion Mitchell, Christian Kale Newsom, and Ja'Cory Brown. And the Lancers 2-0 in their last 2, 6-4 in their last 10. And continuing looking at some trends, I'm looking at Dawson, Moody, and Brown. Lancers are 15-3 with them 3 combined for 25 or more. The Lancers are also 10-0 when Jalen Dawson scores 13 or more in a ball game. And how about when Dawson and Moody combine for 19 or more? Belleville East is 15-2 on the year. So some good trends, and it goes back to just scoring the basketball. Like I said, Lancers are 20-1 when they shoot 40% or better from the field, and they're 11-0 when they score 61 or more, 18-1 when they score 54 or more in a ball game. The Flyers on the other side are 13-17. Let's tell you a little bit about their regular season because this is a tough season for them, and they've had a really good stretch. Obviously, they won state a few years ago, got 3rd place from the Caleb Rich. I think that was 2 years ago. Time flies, but I think that was two years ago. And this is, so as I mentioned, under 500. They'll finish under 500 in the regular season. Obviously, they still have a shot to get over 500 if they could win some playoff games here over the next few weeks. They're in the 3A regional. They're going to get 6-seed Civic Memorial in the regional semifinal. They have been named the 3 seed in the IHSA boys basketball bracket. And the last time they went under 500 here in this boys basketball program history, they went 12-13 in 2015, 2016. They would finish 12-14 after going 12-13 in the regular season. They fell to Belleville East in the regional semifinal, 63-60. That's when the Flyers were 4A, and you saw like Altoft 4A, and you had Springfield teams down here in the playoffs. Now it's just 8 here with Quincy and 6 of the conference schools plus Granite City for those 8. And speaking of Southwestern Conference, they haven't heard the news. Muscuda was added to the Southwestern Conference. They're going to join in 2026-27, and there's possibly 2 more teams on the way with Granite City and Triad. I think it's up for board approval with both of those respective schools, so we'll know more about that over the next few, I think, weeks. I think Triad's going to vote on it soon. I think their next board meeting's Monday, so they may be voting that real soon. So we may have Triad and Granite City coming, which will make the conference interesting. It'll be a 10-team conference, and it'll be some interesting games in conference play for, I think, for all sports. And I know this is just, I know we're talking basketball tonight, but I really like the Muscuda edition for like baseball. Muscuda's baseball team won 30 games last year. They beat Belleville East, I think, the last 2 years, and their girls volleyball team's really, really good as well. I think they got all the way up to the super sectional championship. I think that's correct. So it'll be interesting how that goes. But Flyers, so they lost. They went 3-1. They lost the last game of the Roxana tournament after winning 3 straight, and that loss was to Centralia, 63-51. And then, so that got them 3-1. They lost to Normandy by 9, 70-61 before defeating McClure North, 58-34. Lost 4 straight to Peoria High Alton, Collinsville, and Chatham-Glenwood. Then they defeated Belleville West in a blowout, and that's when West started to take a little bit of downhill of a season. That was in mid-December, and they lost to Tolton High School 62-58. They defeated Springfield 54-53. Then they lost 3 straight, took a trip down south, played Southwind, Tennessee 44-38. That was in overtime. East Coda, Georgia, I think I just completely butchered that, 53-38, then came back in January and lost to Edwardsville 53-45. They would win 2 straight over O'Fallon in conference play, 56-50, and Edwardsville 63-45. Time for our national anthem here from Belleville. Back in a moment.
Belleville East Broadcast Network. Lancer basketball is now on the air.
Jenkins, he wants to run. Jump time! Christian Jenkins on the one-handed flush. One puts up a prayer from half court. Bang! 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 Kyle Waller knocks down a half-court shot. Timeline, Deja Smith, 3 for the lead. Bang! Deja Smith gives the Lancers the lead. Timeout the floor. Timeout the floor.
Now it's time for Lancer basketball. And for the call of the game, here's the play-by-play with Steven Stock.
As I was saying before, our great national anthem played. It won 2 straight in-conference play, taking down O'Fallon 56-50. And then I mentioned that Belleville East wins 63-45. Then they dropped 2 straight to DeKalb and Moline in non-conference play, 64-36, 87-63. They then defeated Miller Career 61-52. Then lost to Urbana 54-52. Then they got back in the win column, winning 2 straight, defeating Gateway Legacy Christian for the 2nd time on the year, 51-36. Then McClure, common opponent with the Lancers, 68-26 before falling to Alton, 69-50 in conference play. And then they won 2 straight versus Cardinal Ritter, 62-56, and a big win for them, and also knocked off Collinsville 55-45. Then they would lose 3 straight, which brings you tonight. They've lost their last 3, falling to Belleville West in double overtime. That was a crazy game, 80-76. I think West either had a lead at the half or the Flyers had the lead at the half, and one of those 2 teams made a run and came back. I forget which. Edwardsville 69-51, then lost to O'Fallon by 1 on Tuesday, 55-54. They come in 0-3 in their last 3, but 5-5 in their last 10. They've been kind of hovering around 500 over the season, and that brings them into tonight 4 games under 500. They're 4-7 against common opponents, with the Lancers defeating McClure, Belleville West, Collinsville, and O'Fallon. They've lost to Alton twice, Edwardsville twice, West, Collinsville, and O'Fallon. Their average margin of victory is just a little under 17 points, 16.92 to be exact. And this is a very low average margin of loss. Just 9 points is their average margin of loss. They've lost a lot of close games this year. In fact, they're 4-10 in games decided by single digits, a few overtime losses in there as well. This is a team that's good. They just haven't been able to win those close basketball games, and 4-10 in games decided by single digits. This team last year went 20-13, knocked off Triad in the regional championship, winning by 19, 58-39, and then fell in the sectional semifinal, losing to Mount Vernon, and that would end their season 70-64, the final. They went 1-1 against the Lancers. Belleville East lost the first game. That was at home back in last January 2024, and then the Lancers won the regular season finale over at East St. Louis to finish out the regular season. The Flyers this year are still looking for their 7th straight regional championship, and being a 3 seed in their regional, they have a good shot to do it. They have to face some tough teams, though, in that region, like Highland. Civic Memorial will be a tough first-round matchup. There's some good teams in that regional. Waterloo's in there as well. They did not win a regional championship. Last time they did not win one was 2016. 2017, that year they fell to Belleville West 67-60 in the regional championship matchup history versus Belleville East, the Flyers have always had the upper hand. They've led the series 12-3 since 2018, included 7 of the last 8. I mentioned that one win was last year to finish out the regular season for these two. It was a 55-53 win on the road. Lancers since then, if you do not include that game, have not won against the Flyers since 2021. And since 1999, the Flyers lead the overall series 43-17. A very good program. I talk about 6 straight regional championship, but also a very good program record. Since 2018, they sit with a 134-50 record, a 728 win percentage. 8th year under head coach Jeff Creek as he finishes out his 8th regular season. His record as a head coach for Belleville East is 136-92. That's a 596 win percentage, and he's still looking at first regional championship, and it will be tough next weekend and past Belleville West and most likely Quincy. And as I mentioned, 4 straight 600 win percentage seasons, and also 5 straight 500 win seasons for Jeff Creek, who's done a very good job, and his boys have been playing very, very well over the last few years. Belleville East and East St. Louis coming up here just about 2 minutes. We'll take another break and have your starting lineups coming up here from our PA Keith Pageant. You'll have it for next here from Belleville East. We're back here to Belleville East. Our voice of the Lancers, Keith Padgett, delivering to those starting lineups. Let's review them for us. Start off with the visited Flyers of East St. Louis. Will be number 0, Jordan Ayers-Burris. Number 1, Orlandis Brown. Number 2, Montreal Stacker. Number 5, Isha Brown. Number 12, Alex Johnson to wrap things out. For Belleville East, as I mentioned, it's the whole senior starting lineup tonight. All seniors for Belleville East. And Jeff Creek, he's got Xavier Moody, Jalen Dawson, Savion Mitchell, Christian Kale Newsom gets a start, and then Ja'Cory Brown to wrap things out. I do have to say, I forgot to mention this on the pregame, Christian Kale Newsom had a great game Tuesday, as he had to step up, and he stepped up big time. Had double-digit points. He had 12 on 4 for 6 shooting, went 2 for 4 from 3, and he led the way for the Lancers and made half of their threes as well. Savion Mitchell and Ayers-Burris will have your tip. Lancers in white jerseys. Lancers in the front, blue texturables. The Flyers are in blue jerseys, orange texturables. They'll win the tip, and they'll control right to left on our TV screen. Steven Stock, really glad to have you along here on a Friday night. They'll throw it out in the corner here with Johnson. He'll throw it inside, left block now, back out for Johnson, going corner. Guarded by Brown, drives inside, layup good. And the Flyers start off with a bucket by Alex Johnson, coming just 18 seconds into the ball game. Lancers will bring it back here with Xavier Moody. Across the timeline, going left to right. Moody picked up the dribble, gets it to JD on the elbow. Moves inside, left side of the lane. Puts it up after a stop on the dribble, and he gets the layup to fall. Jalen Dawson's really had a good last 2 games. Looking to build into that here in his 3rd straight. That'd be big. And we talked about how big he was last Friday against O'Fallon in that win. If you get the senior Jalen Dawson rolling here, I mean, that'd be huge for Belleville. He was the guy that was averaging about 13 points in the first 8 games. Now he's down to 10, but he's really getting it going here these last 2 games. There's a foul. It's going to go against Belleville East for a hold. It's going to go against Christian Kale Newsom. That's his first, our first foul of the game, called 52 seconds. And I'd love for Chris to knock down a 3 here. Open things up on one of these first 2 possessions, and good to see him get a start. And he's a guy that's, I'll tell you, works hard at basketball. Right corner 3, that one's going to miss, but he's even a smarter guy. 5.0 GPA. Shot was no good. Lancers bring it back here with Moody. Open 3, pull up, bang! And Moody gives the Lancers their first lead of the night. Xavier Moody was wide open. Pull up 3, top of the key. 5-2. Flyers bring it back, moving right to left. Be on the right side here with Stacker. Gets the screen, moving inside the arc, will dribble. Double team. Ja'Cory knocks the ball away, gets it back, and then lost it as he brought up across the timeline. Flyers bring it back with Johnson. Kick out, right corner 3. Bang! Got it. That 3-pointer was good by Stacker. And we're tied up at 5, so we trade 3s. Back to a tie game. Lancers bring it back here. Moody on the right wing. Look at a screen from Savion. Step back, picked up the dribble, and then he travels. He tried to kick it out. He thought about Mitchell in the corner, who was the nearest guy, then threw it up top for Kale Newsom and ended up walking before he got the ball out. The Lancers turn it over back to the Flyers. 6:17 to go in the first. Tie game at 5. This will be Stacker, brings it back, guarded by Moody. Going up top, goes left side of the lane, and then threw it away out of bounds. Lancers get it back as they forced a turnover. Do have to remind you that game at Belleville West in the regional semifinal Wednesday is a 7:30 tip. Quincy and O'Fallon will play at 6 o'clock. The game before us, we're on the air at 7 o'clock. It might be a few minutes earlier, just depends on the pace of that game, but we'll be on by 7. Look at the earliest at 6:55 as a bounce shot's good by Moody. Bounces in on the mid-range, 7-5. Lancers by 2, but tips at 7:30, extended pregame at about 7 o'clock. We'll have it for you from Belleville West as we're going to have a held ball inside as the possession was in favor of the Lancers. They'll get it. Christian Kale Newsom was the one that forced it down low. The Lancers senior wearing number 12. They'll get it into Moody. I'm really proud of these 5 guys, and got the chance to know them last year covering their basketball season in depth like never before, and just had a lot of fun talking with them and getting to meet those guys and form chemistry we have now. 7-5. This will be back here with the Lancers. JD going up top, kicks it. Savion down low, layup, yes, through the contest. Savion to Mitchell, makes it 9-5. The Lancers' largest lead of 4 as the Lancers forced the ball out of bounds and ended up turning it over. Was the Flyers. Lancers will get it back here with Kale Newsom on the sideline. So about another turnover forced. 9-5. Kale Newsom will inbound it here on the sideline. We'll throw it in here for Moody. And Moody will dribble here on the left of the wing. Gets it up top for Dawson. Dawson moving left side of the lane. Gets out Kale Newsom inside. He's picked up his dribble up top. Moody, deep three, catch and shoot. Got it! Bang! Xavier Moody's hot tonight. He's made his first 3 shots, including his second 3-ball. He's got 8, and the Lancers are up by 7. 12-5, the largest lead. And Xavier Moody will be another guy. Get him going. He's the Lancer leading scorer coming in here tonight, averaging 10.5 a ball game. Going inside. Layup on Mitchell's good. Whistle foul. Count the basket. And the Flyers respond with a chance to get 3 points the old-fashioned way coming from the line. Jordan Ayers Burris with the bucket. And he's a guy that's very good scoring the basketball. Shooting about 38% from the field this year. First one is going to miss on the and one as the Lancers get on the rebound, averaging just about 4 rebounds a game. Good down low, and they got other guys down low. This Flyer team can rebound, average over 30 rebounds a game. Isha Brown, 8.5 rebounds. Lawson Bynum, 8 rebounds. Orlandis Brown, 6.5. Now for Corey on the left of the wing. Moving inside. Drives left side of the lane. Layup, no. Rebound's going to be tipped. Put back, Savion Mitchell. I love Savion down low. And he's, again, I keep saying it looks like he's just gotten more stronger down low and more comfortable. Really been good here over the last few weeks down low. And we'll see if he can throw one down here on Senior night. This place would explode if Savion Mitchell can throw one down, as we're pretty much in a sellout here tonight. Moving near the right baseline. Got cut off as Moody's all over. Stacker has to pass it out. Deep three. Missed it. Rebound Moody. He's doing it all tonight. Getting some rebounds as well with his 8 points. He brings it back. 3:53 to play. We're halfway through the first. Crossover. Pull-up shot. Moody missed it. Rebound. Kale Newsom fighting for it. Gets out of his hands, and the Flyers have it. 3:40 to go in the first. Moving back here is Johnson. Drives all the way. Layup, no. Rebound, offensive board. Put back, no, by Brown. Just couldn't get it to go. And then a foul underneath on the rebound. Goes against the Flyers. The Lancers will get it. Aisha Brown called for his first. Jalen Coleman will make his first appearance of the night. And it'll be Christian Kale Newsom's going to come out. I hope he'll come back in at a point here tonight. Hopefully get him some points. Couldn't get a shot up for him yet, but he had a big game Tuesday at Belleville West. I mean, he had a great game against the Bruins. I thought he played really well. Obviously, the Lancers in scoring. Troy Alexander's also in. Xavier Moody will take his first rest of the ball game. They'll be back here with Jalen Coleman. Moving left to right. J. Cole goes out right, gets it to Alexander. Troy up top will fan it out towards the left of the key for JD. Dribbles. 3:20 to play in the first. Dawson moving. Pull-up shot for the left elbow. No good. It was blocked. Flyers get the rebound back here with Alex Johnson. Moving right to left. Drives. Kick out right corner. 3 open. Bricked it. A little bit too short. Rebound on the weak side. Finds a cut-in spin move by Brown and then lost on the spin move. Flyers get it back. It was on the floor. Orlandis Brown. Pull up mid-range jump. Jacourt the contest. Got it. Orlandis Brown's first points. Flyers with 4 different scores. Makes it 14-9. 5-point game. 2:50 to go. Troy will bring it back. Moving right at the key. Dribbles. Gets out the J. Cole. James Johnson will come the next dead ball. Coleman inside the paint. Stuck. Trying to get it out. Finds Jacourt. Jacourt driving left side of the lane. Layup too strong off the glass. Flyers get the rebound. They'll bring it back here with Johnson. Johnson moves inside. Puts up a runner. Got it. Flyers a 4-0 run. Johnson with 4. And he pulls East St. Louis within 1 possession. 14-11. Jalen Coleman will bring it back. Moving left to right across the timeline. Jacourt wants to shoot a 3. Bricked it. Rebound Flyers. Will come back here with Johnson, who lost it as he fell down, slipped, and we're going to have, looks like a held ball. The possession was in favor of the Flyers, so they'll keep it with 2:09 to go in the first. James Johnson into the ball game. Jalen Dawson will take his first rest. So the only 2 Lancer players are not taking a rest yet. That's in Jacourt Brown and Savion Mitchell. Flyers will bring it back here with Stacker, a senior guard. Very good point guard, by the way. He might be one of the best in the Southwestern Conference, if not the best. Came in averaging almost 5.5 assists per ball game. Moving inside. Layup. Not going to fall. And they shot by Ayers Burris, and it goes out of bounds. Lancers will get it back here. 1:52 to go. Camuzzi is going to come back in. Same thing with Christian Kale Newsom as Savion Mitchell and Jacourt Brown are going to come out. Troy Alexander also out with Xavier Moody getting an appearance as well. His second appearance out there as he comes back in with 1:52 to go here in the first. This will be Jalen Coleman will bring it back. J. Cole gets it across the timeline. A left of the key, hands off Moody. He catches now for Cale Newsome on the wing. Moving it side, high pass, Utsi catches. Now up top to James. Gets it out for Moody. 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. 14-11, Flyers on a 4-0 run. Moody drives, high arcing shot, the glass, no good. Johnson's put back, no. Utsi down low, got the rebound. He's fouled on the putback, and Cam's going to have 2. Foul will go on Jordan Ayers-Burris. Their third team foul, his first, to Cam Utsi at the line. Coming in from the free throw line, shooting 10 for 25, 40% on the air. This was only his 22nd appearance on the air. He's missed a few games in January and February, and his first one will miss. The Lancer Jr. Good to have Jalen Coleman back out there tonight. Missed on Tuesday with Ja'Cory and Moody. And the next here for Utsi. Missed the second. Rebounds tipped out of bounds. Off of the Flyers, and the Lancers will get it back. Chance to extend this possession. 84 seconds to go in the quarter. And Jalen Coleman will be the trigger man on the right baseline. J. Cole. Bounce pass into Cahill. Newsome moving inside. We'll throw it up top for Moody. 80 seconds to go. Moody moving out left. He'll get a screen here from Christian. Now goes to his right. Gets it up top for Cam. Now around the horn for J. Cole. Moving inside. Right elbow. Picked up his dribble. Gets it to Cahill Newsome. Going inside. Utsi catches. Layup missed it just a little bit too strong off the glass. Going to get it to fall. Flyers bring it back here with Brown. Orlandis Brown drives. Layup. Got it. He's got 4, and it's a 1-point game. A 6-0 Flyer run. Pulls it from 7-1. Moody bringing it back. Right of the key, gets his screen from Utsi. Pull up shot, right elbow. Got it! Xavier Moody's in his back tonight. He's got 10. They first scored in or double digits. That ends a 7-0, 6-0 Flyer run. Gets it back to 3 now. Flyers bring it back here with Stacker. Dribbling to the right of the center circle. Guarded by Moody. Still going to dribble. Looks like the Flyers will go for the last shot. 15 seconds to play. Moody on him, not letting Stacker go anywhere. Just dribbling in place. 10 seconds. Moving near the center circle. Now with 8, 7, 6, 5. Still at the center circle. 4. Now tries to get past Moody inside the paint. Runner. No good. 1 second. Utsi will not be able to get anything off. And the Lancers will take a 3-point lead going into the second. 16-13 the score after 1 in favor of the Lancers. We'll have the second quarter next here from Belleville East. This is Lancer basketball here on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Lancers lead by 3 after 1, 16-13 here for Belleville East. It's back within the regular season finale. Also at conference play, the last conference game day of the year. Belleville West 3-7 at Edwardsville 10-1, and Alton 9-2 at Council 4-7. And if the Tigers could win tonight, they will win the Southwestern Conference Championship outright. Alton needs a win and a Tiger loss to share a title of the Southwestern Conference. Lancers to start the second will have left to right here on your TV screen. It'll be Jalen Coleman, Xavier Moody, Jalen Austin, Savion Mitchell, and Ja'Cory Brown. Ja'Cory inside, up by 3. His layup's no good. Flyers will get it back for their first possession. Moving out right here quickly with Johnson, and in the corner it's going to be tipped. The Lancers tipped it away, and it goes back to the Flyers, who will have it here on the sideline. Orlandis Brown will trigger it in front of, I believe that's Ja'Cory Brown with a Y. And they'll go up top here for Stacker. He'll dribble. Moving to the right of the center circle at the Shield. Going to the right side of the lane. Gets it out in the corner. Moving here is Johnson. He'll fan back out to the three-point line. Now gets it in for Brown. Pass out right corner. His shot mid-range is too short. Rebound's going to be tipped. Savion has it. Back here for Ja'Cory. And offensive boards will be huge now. We saw it last year against East St. Louis. They rebound really well. A team that's averaging just about 38 rebounds a ball game. This will be J. Cole. So 60 seconds into the second quarter. Lancers leading by 3. Moody goes for Dawson. Throws out right for J. Cole. Moving to the right of the key. Bounce pass for JD. Now for Moody. Here comes a 3. Catch it. Shoot. That one will miss. Rebound. JD inside. Gets the offensive board. We're going to get a held ball underneath as they were able to make contact and force the jump ball. The possession was in favor of the Flyers, so they'll get it back here with 6:48 to go in this first half, with the Lancers leading up by 3. Still looking for our first points here as the Flyers bring it back for their second offensive possession. Bring it back here with Stacker. Moving up top, goes out to his left. Stacker drives inside to the paint, right side of the lane. Layup good up the glass. He's got 5, leading the Flyers in scoring, and he pulls East St. Louis within 1. Lancers for their third offense possession of the quarter, looking for their first points here. In the corner, JD gets it for Ja'Cory. Back out, JD left corner 3. Bang! There's Jalen Dawson. That's his first 3 ball, and he's got 5, and the Lancers get back up by 2 possessions at 4. Back out here with Alex Johnson. He goes to the half-court line, guarded by Dawson, moving left side of the lane, and lost out of bounds. Off of Johnson. Lancers looking at it back here with 6:01 to go in this second quarter. Ja'Cory will inbound it here for Xavier Moody. Coleman will walk it up slowly here, getting the play call from Coach Creek on the sideline as he brings it up. Gets it out for Moody. Now for Ja'Cory. Back for Moody on the right of the wing. Gets into the corner. JD wants another 3. That one missed. Savion offensive board. Put back. Yes. Savion Mitchell with his second put back of the game. He's got 6. Lancers up by 6, 21-15. 5:30 to go. Flyers bring it back here with Stacker. Guarded by Moody. Right of the Shield. Gets it up for Johnson. And that one's going to be lost. Fighting for it. It's going to be Moody that comes away with it. Moody running 3-on-1. Mitchell inside. Layup got up the glass with the whistle. Whistle foul. Count the basket. It's good. Savion Mitchell with 2 and a chance for +1 coming from the line. He's got 8. All 23 points have came from Lancer seniors tonight. Timeout on the floor, 23-15, 5:17 to go here in a half. Back in a moment, this is Lancer basketball here on the Belleville Broadcast Network. Score update of the conference from Collinsville. The Redbirds lead the Jayhawks by 3 after the first quarter, 10-7. Savion Mitchell at the line here trying to finish the 3-point play, and his free throw bounces up in the air and it comes back down in the net. Lancers have their largest lead of 9. 24-15. Flyers will bring it back here. This will be here with Stacker going all the way. No good. Offensive board. Put back. No, we're going to foul with 5:02 to go in the half. do have to say about Alton, they need a win tonight and an Edwardsville loss to get a share of the Southwestern Conference title, as the Tigers only need just a win to clinch it. And we're looking at that score right now. 11-9, Tigers lead late in the first over the Maroons. Foul was on Lancers' Jalen Coleman. That's his first. And the first free throw is going to be good here for Tyreek Barnes. The Flyers come into tonight shooting about 67% from the line as a team. They shoot about 42% from the field, 38% from three. They don't take a good number of threes a game, but they don't miss much as the second free throw pinball. Lancers bring it back here with Xavier Moody. He gets it across the timeline, moving left to right. Will give it off for Jalen Coleman. Coleman goes to the left of the shield, gets it out for Chakori. Chakori now going for Moody. Gets it for Coleman. J. Cole up top, right side of the lane. Picked up his dribble, trying to spin around. Gets it for Dawson. Dawson Mitchell, and a hit, dump off, and it's going to be loose as it was tipped. Able to get out to Moody. Great play by JD to get on it. Down Moody to the corner. Gets up top, Chakori Brown. Looking for his first points. Only 3 scores so far. Moody, Dawson, and Mitchell. Chakori gives it for JD. Moving out left. Now Coleman. Up top, right elbow. Drives on the way. No, couldn't get it to go. On the layup by Jalen Coleman. Just bounced out, couldn't get it to dance in. Right wing 3. Missed it on a shot by Orlandis Brown. Lancers bring it back. Moody all the way to the basket. Missed it. Rebound Flyers. 4 minutes to play. We're halfway in the second. Kick out right corner 3. Bricked it again. Offensive board on the weak side. Put back no. But a foul. And it'll be Stacker going to the line shooting 2. Dawson's first foul. Second team foul. James Johnson will come in here in just a moment. Stacker at the line. He has 5 points on the evening. And on the year, he is a 82% free throw shooter. 8-point game. Lancers up by 3 possessions. Flyers can get the 2 possessions. They can knock down both of these free throws. First one. Got it. Stacker with 6. It'll be James Johnson coming in. Ja'Cory Brown out. 7-point game. 1 more chance here to make it a 6-point game. And as I mentioned, 2 possessions. Got them both. Stacker with 7, leading the Flyers in scoring. Lancers bringing it back with Coleman. Will give it to Moody. Moody dribbling up near the 3-point line. Gives up top for J. Cole. 3:40 to go in the half. Coleman hands it off for Moody. Moody. It's going out to the right of the key. Now goes inside the arc. Will pull it back. Guarded all over by Orlandis Brown, all over him. Forces the pass out to Jalen Coleman. And Jeff Creek calls a timeout. 3:27 to go in the half. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. This is Lancer basketball here on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. James Johnson gets it into Jalen Coleman in the backcourt. He'll bring it back here for Belleville East. Coleman, bounce pass for Savion. Now gives it for Dawson. JD throws out right Moody. Head fake. Pull up shot for the free throw line. Got it. Oh, net for Xavier Moody. He's really cooking tonight. He's got 12, and We talk about ballpark numbers. When he scores 10 or more in a game, the Lancers are 13-5 on the air. Kick out in the corner. This will be here with Johnson. He'll throw it up top here for Stacker. Guarded by Moody. Trying to go to his left. Under 3 to play in the half. Stacker punched away by JD. He'll have to get it back in the backcourt. Dawson still pressing. Brings it back. Out in the corner for Johnson. Running the baseline. Guarded by Savion. Reverse lay. Airballed it. Mitchell comes down with it. Gets it for Jalen Coleman. J. Cole bringing it back. Goes out to the left of the key. Behind the back. Moves inside. Coleman. Layup. Got it. Jalen Coleman, are you serious as he slides to the deck? Finish it off the layup. And the Lancer lead is double digits. They're the largest of the night, 28-18. And there's Jalen Coleman, the J. Cole we know. Brown bringing it back. Flyers their largest deficit, trying to respond. We got 2:10 to go in the half. Up top here for Stacker, he'll hold. Spins it, now launches a three. Bricked it, rebound, Johnson on the board. Gets it for Jalen Coleman. J. Cole bring it back. See what he can do, gets out JD, he wants a three. Missed it too short, rebound tipped. Dawson got it on the ball side and lost it. Back here with the Flyers, they want to run left side of the lane. The layup got it all the way on a fast break bucket by Stacker. He's got 9. 28-20, 8-point game. Lancers will slow it down and bring it back here with Jalen Coleman. 100 seconds to go here in the half. Jaco gets down the corner for Johnson. James up top, Moody. Ball fake, moves inside. Pull up mid-range jump, missed it too short. Gets his own offensive board in the right corner. Drives inside, puts it up, and he's going to be fouled. Good job by Xavier Moody to force the issue down low and draw the foul with 85 seconds to go in the half. He'll go back here with Belleville East with Xavier Moody shooting 2. Tyreek Barnes called for his second foul. Moody with 12 points on the night. He is a 73% free throw shooter coming in tonight. 57 for 78. First one for Moody. He got it. 13 points, and will be Ja'Cory Brown coming back in. Savion Mitchell will come out. He hasn't got much rest tonight, so he'll get one here. I'm assuming he'll be on the bench for the final 85 seconds. Get him ready to go for the second half, who's played a great game so far. 9 points for him, and it's all but just 2 points. That was from Jalen Coleman that had been scored by seniors tonight. Second one, Moody missed it. Rebound tipped. It's going to go in the corner. Flyers get the rebound. It'll be come back here with East St. Louis. This will be here with Stacker. Throws it out right for Brown on the right wing. 75 seconds. Brown moving. Fans it back to the volleyball line. Brown. Nowhere to go. We'll throw back up top. 65 seconds. Good defense here by East. Brown. Crossover. Throws it out right. Now gets it for Johnson. Johnson guarded by Moody. Staying on him. Tries to get around him. Pass. Going inside Brown. Lip got it. Isaiah Brown makes it 29-22. 7-point game, 3 possessions, 45 seconds. So it comes back here with Belleville East's Xavier Moody. Crossover, drives all the way, had it blocked, big block down below. Johnson got a hand on it for the Flyers, and then we're going to have a foul as Johnson brought it up and hit the deck with 34.7. It'll go against the Lancers on the floor, and it'll go against Jalen Coleman. That's his second. I assume Jeff Creek. We'll see if he's going to keep him in. Nope, looks like Jalen Coleman's going to come out. Troy Alexander is going to come into the ball game. .7. It's only the third team foul at East. They have one more to give. They'll throw it in the backcourt here with Stacker. He'll bring it up. We'll see if East St. Louis wants to go for the last shot of the half. Down by 7. Trying to get into a 2-possession game. Going to the locker room. Their largest deficit is 10 tonight. Stacker trapped, and we got a 5-second call. Looks like we did. Nope, they're going to call a timeout before we got the 5-second call in. It's the Lancers defense. That was Xavier Moody all over Stacker, the ball handler. Almost got the 5 seconds. I thought he got it. 19.9. Flyers forced to call their second timeout, 3 remaining. Coach Creek with 4 left. Quick timeout, back in a moment here from East. Flyers will go right to left for this final possession. 19.9 here to go in this first half. Brown waiting to trigger it in, gets it in for Brown. He'll bring it back for Orlandis Brown. Orlandis, 10 seconds here. Moving up top, gets it out for Alex Johnson. He'll fan it back to the center circle with 8, 7, 6, 5. Kicks out, passes, tipped, and let's see who got it. It went off the Flyers with 3.6, and the Lancers just have a little bit of time here to get the last shot off, but a little bit of time is plenty enough with 3.6 seconds. Flyers are going to press up here, go man-to-man. Johnson will trigger it in. Wade and Troy screens Xavier. 2 seconds, 1. Moody gets it across. Pull up 3. Just missed it a little bit too strong. 29-22, Lancers lead at the half here over the Flyers. A 7-point advantage going into the locker rooms. 29-22. Back in a moment here for a little bit here for the Lancers. Halftime report. Lancers 29, Flyers 22. This is Lancer basketball here on the Belleville Broadcast Network. Lancers here at the half holding on to a 7-point advantage, 29-22 here over the Flyers at the half. Belleville East this year has a very good record, taking the lead in the half, 18-2 on the year. 18 of their 20 wins have came when having a lead at the half. Steven Stock, let's get these score numbers started off here with Belleville East as they lead at the half. Xavier Moody leads the way, 13 points. He's the only double-digit scorer for both sides, and then following him is another senior in Savion Mitchell. He's got 9. 5 points for Jalen Austin. He knocked out a 3 and wrapping things out with 2. He's the only non-senior for Belleville East to score points tonight. Jalen Coleman, he has 2 for the Lancers. Over for the Flyers as they trail by 7 here at the half. Leading the way with 9 points is Montreal Stacker. 4 points for Alex Johnson. 4 points for Orlandis Brown. 2 each for 2 different scores. Jordan Ayers Bias and Asia Brown. He's got 2. And then wrapping things out is Tyreek Barnes with 1 for 2 of the line. He has 1 point on the night here for the Flyers. Scoring by the quarter, 16-13 in favor of the Lancers. +3 first and a +4 second, going 13-9. And that gives them a 7-point lead here at that. Lancers are on pace for 58 points, and it could be even better if you get to 61. Lancers are 18-1 when they score 54 or more. They're 11-0 when they score 61 or more. The Flyers on their side only on pace for 44 points, and they are this year when they score 53 or less, 1-11. They're also, when opponents score 52 or more, they're 3-5 on the year. Belleville East leads by 7. The largest lead is 10, 29-22. Get some halftime scores for you real quick. Let me find those in conference play. And again, Edwardsville trying to clinch sole possession of the first place title over the Southwestern Conference, as the Tigers are 10-1. And if they win tonight, they clinch a share of the title. But if they win tonight, they'll get the sole title. And after the first quarter, the Tigers lead the Flyers 15-12. Alton trying to get a share of the title. If they need a win and a Tiger loss, and well, things are looking good. They're up by 22 at the half at Collinsville, 31-9. They outscored the Jayhawks 21-2 in that second quarter over at Collinsville in Southwestern Conference play. Back here in a moment here with the second half here from Belleville East. Lancers holding on to a 7-point advantage over the Flyers, 29-22. Back in a moment here from Belleville East with the second half, just about 2 minutes or so here from Belleville East. Lancers will have the ball and the lead to start the second half. Steven Stock with you. Lancers will move right to left on your TV screen, up by 7, 29-22. And the Lancers in white jerseys, blue text and numerals. Lancers in the front will be Jalen Dawson triggering this in. He's out there with Savion Mitchell, Ja'Cory Brown, Xavier Moody, and Jalen Coleman. Flyers are in blue jerseys, orange text and numerals with East St. Louis in the front. They'll be out there with number 0, Jordan Ayers Burris, number 1, Orlandis Brown, number 5, Asia Brown, number 12, Alex Johnson, and number 2, Montreal Stacker is Savion Mitchell. Starts things off with a layup. He's got 11, and the Lancers waste no time, just about 20 seconds with points, and it's 31-22, a 9-point lead. They'll bring it back here with Johnson. Johnson throws it out in the corner here for Brown. Brown moves inside. That layup's going to be no good. Rebound tip. Flyers get it out to the three-point line here with Johnson. He moves inside. A runner missed it. Rebound going to be tipped, and Moody will bring it back here for Belleville East. Moody moving inside, and he lost out of bounds. So go back here with the Flyers as the Lancers turned over in their second offensive possession. It was their 44 seconds in. 7:16 to go, 31-22. Flyers will bring it back here. And a pass going to be tipped. Ja'Cory, big tip. He wants to run all the way. There's the first points for the senior tonight. Ja'Cory Brown, he makes him worthy. Makes him very worthy to points as he gives the Lancers an 11-point lead, their largest. Took it all the way on a steal and got the fast break points on the layup. Moving inside, Stacker lost it. Lancers bring it back here with Coleman. Jekyll gives it to Ja'Cory all the way. Layup's no good. Flyers get the rebound, they'll bring it back. Moving with 80 seconds in here to the half. That shot's no good. Put back, no. Offensive board. Kick out left corner 3. Orlandis Brown, catch and shoot. Missed it. Too short. It went in and out. It looked like it was going to go too short. Then it bounced up and went in and out. Now here's JD. Spin all the way. Got it. What a layup by Jalen Austin. Lancers up by 13. JD has 7 tonight. And the Lancers starting off the half with a 6-0 run. We have a whistle. It's going to go against Jalen Coleman. That's his third. He's going to come out. James Johnson will come in for him. 6:14 to go in the third. J. Cole with 2 points on the night. Got a bucket earlier in the first half. Be here on the right baseline. This will be here with Stacker. Goes out up top here for Brown. He'll throw it out. Gets it to Ayers. Bias down the left here for Johnson. Moving inside. Johnson left block. Gets it out. This will be here with Brown. He'll give it up top for Orlandis Brown. Got 2 Browns out there. Makes things tough. And similar names. One starts with an I and one starts with the A. So Landis picked up his dribble. Throw it out left for Johnson. Another 6 to go in the third. Johnson dribbling, moving left side of the lane. Ja'Cory and James there. Blocked. Big block by James. He said no, 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 as he rejected it out of bounds. That's the Lancer sophomore. I've said a lot about him this year. Two-sport athlete. Very talented is all I got to say. Just 2 words. Very talented. And that's what you got to know about Mr. James Johnson out in the wing. Orlandis moving. He's going to be fouled by JD as he tried to get around Dawson. They're going to get a block and foul on JD. That's his second first-team foul. Be here on the left baseline. Stacker will trigger it in. 5:43 to go in the third quarter. Flyers still looking for their first points here of the second half. They'll roll it in. Brown drives, missed it too strong. Rebound. It's going to be Ja'Cory who has it for Belleville East. Brown will bring it back, gets it for Moody. Moody bringing it up top of the key. Pull up shot, right elbow, missed it. Rebound, Savion, put back, got it. Savion Mitchell, he has 13 points. Tying Xavier Moody for the score in the lead. 37-22. Flyers will bring it back as we're going to have a whistle. It's going to go against Belleville East. They'll get Savion Mitchell for his second. Third team foul of the quarter on Belleville East. Lancers opening up here. The big run up by 15. Moody with the steal. Put back. No on the layup, but he drew the foul. And Moody's going to have 2 free throws trying to extend the Lancers' largest lead of the night at 15. It's a big run here. 8-0 run, and Moody a chance to extend it. They called it on the floor. Looks like they did. Moody thought it was free throws. I thought it was free throws. They called on the floor. So Lancers will have it on the left baseline. Moody will trigger it in. Corey in the corner. Move it inside. Kick out Savion. Right corner three. Missed it. Too short as it bounced up in the air. JD wide open on the putback as he got the offensive board. He's got 9. The seniors have done a really good job tonight. It's a senior night performance for sure. As Belleville East is up by 17, their largest, and the Flyers forced to burn a timeout. That's their third. 4:57 to play in the third quarter. Belleville East starting to run away with it, 39-22, a 17-point lead. Back in a moment from East. This is Lancer basketball here on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Flyers will trigger it on the sideline out of their timeout. They'll get in the backcourt for Stacker and a pass from Marlandis Brown. 4:50 to play in the third quarter. Lancers by 17, a 10-0 run to open up the half. Is all the way. Stacker's layup's no good. JD has the rebound. Can he get it out? He's got 2 guys open down the length of the floor, and he's pretty much trapped in like 3 blue jerseys swarming him, but the Lancers were able to get out of it. As Moody all the way. Got it! Whistle foul. Count the basket. Xavier Moody. He's got 15. He has a chance to give the Lancers a 20-point lead. The foul is on Latrell Stacker second. I mean, Jeff Creek's got to be really happy. He's got to be really happy with what he's seen tonight. And Belleville East, I talked to him last Friday against no foul. The Lancers played well. They didn't play great. And they played well to win the ball game, but they didn't play great. But tonight I think they're playing great. As the free throw's good. 42-22, Moody with 16 points tonight, a big one here, playing his last regular season game in a Lancer uniform. And now that someone has got teed up. They're gonna get Xavier Moody for a technical foul. So the Flyers will have technical free throws coming here. It will be Arlandis Brown who's going to take them. Arlandis Brown here at the line. Got the first. Moody's going to come out. Troy Alexander will come in. Got to wait a free throw here, looks like. Flyers' first points here come from the line with 4:29 to go in the third. Missed the second. Moody's going to come out. Troy Alexander now in, and it will be Flyer ball. Still looking for their first field goal here of the third quarter. This will be Brown who will trigger it in and a half court. Throw it to the back court for Alex Johnson. James Johnson on him. Throws out left for Brown. Moves inside on a ball fake. Trying to put up and lost it. JD has it. It's a 5-on-3. JD moving all the way. Layup, no, couldn't get it to dance in as we're going to have a foul on the rebound. That will go against the Flyers. Alex Johnson, his first 13 foul. JD here at the line, shooting 2. Very good free throw shooter. 70% on the year, 46 for 66. As the first one for JD misses, we'll get another. 9 points for him, and it's all seniors making up 42 of the Lancer points, besides 2 coming from Coleman. So 41 of the 43 is JD's second free throw's good. He's got 10, third score to enter double digits. Moody with 16, Savion with 13. We'll throw it up top for Brown. Brown guarded by Dawson. Holden will throw it out right. Drive it inside. Cut off is Johnson, gonna put it up anyway. It's no good. Rebound, offensive board. Johnson kick out for Alex Johnson inside. Lamp got it. (43-25). It's the first field goal by the Flyers here in the quarter. Chakori all the way, no good. Then we have a foul. Well, that go against the Flyers and the Lancers. It was called late. I'll see what they're going to get. They will get the Flyers for it. Coach Creek wanted a foul and he got it. Or did they just call out of bounds? Looks like they called out of bounds actually. So Lancers will get it. No foul. Alexander Troy waiting, gets it in. Up top for Savion. I was getting close to 5 seconds. Dawson, kick out left corner. Johnson, catch it, shoot 3. Missed it. Rebound. Dawson, put back, no. Rebound at the rim. Another offensive board. JD moving towards the corner and it tipped out off the Flyers, and the Lancers will keep it. 3:16 to go in the third. 43-25. Troy will throw it in. Savion going up, he got it. Savion Mitchell puts the Lancers back up by 20, 45-25. Savion with 15 points. He's second in scoring behind Moody. Christian Kale Newsom waiting to come in the next dead ball for Belleville East. Three-pointer Brown up top. Missed it. Rebound Johnson. Lancers will bring it back, moving right to left. Troy gets it across the timeline. Dribbles with the left hand. Randon Shakori able to recover. Troy calling the offense near the half-court line. Moving, crossover all the way to the basket. Layup big, blocked by Flyers is Tyreek Barnes. And it'll go back here to the Flyers as Belleville East gets the steal. They'll bring it back. Troy brings it across, moving. Kick out, and we're going to have a travel on Troy Alexander. 2:30 to go. Flyers will get it back. It's going to be Chakori that's going to come out. Christian Kale Newsom coming in for Chakori Brown. (45-25). Xavier Moody is going to come back in. It'll be Troy Alexander out. Lancers their largest lead of the evening. Triggered in here in the backcourt for Montreal Stacker. He'll bring it back for the Flyers, guarded by Moody. Trying to bring it across. Gets it across the timeline. Dribbles out left side of the lane. Left got off the glass. Stacker with 11. He leads the Flyers in score, their first double-digit score. 45-27. Moody trap gets it for Johnson across the timeline. 2:10 to go. James drives left side of the lane. He's going to be fouled. That's the 4th team foul. Lancers next will be in the double bonus on the next Flyer foul. This will be Moody. Will get it in for Johnson in the corner. Throw it up top for Moody. Moody moving. Ball's going to be stolen away. Flyers will bring it back. Bring it across here. Drive. It's Alex Johnson. Layup's going to be blocked. Dawson gets the rebound. Now it's for Moody. Up top. Ball fake. Moves. Drives. Layup. No. But another foul, and Lancers will shoot 2. Foul is on Asia Brown. That's his 3rd. And it'll be Moody at the line, shooting 2. 16 points on the night for the Lancer senior. Leading the night in scoring. A big night for him tonight. First one, no good by Moody. Savion Mitchell's going to come out. Ja'Cory Brown's going to come in. Moody will get another. Second one, in and out, he missed them both, 0 for 2. 100 seconds to go, Flyers will bring it back. Alex Johnson has it, running the point, kicks out for Orlandis Brown, he'll catch. Down near the half-court line with Stacker. Moody all over him, gets a screen from Brown. Stacker will fan it back. Less than 90 seconds to play in the third. They kick it out towards the wing. Johnson moving, up top for Stacker. Dribbling here. Drives right side of the lane all the way. No, but a foul. And there'll be 2 free throws coming. With 68 seconds to go here in the third. It's going to be Xavier Moody's second. His second personal. Send Stacker at the line. A 82% free throw shooter, best on the team. And the first one's good. He's got 12. Flyers will get Civic Memorial in their regional semifinal game next week in the 3A regional. Lancers will get Belleville West in the 4A. Lancers will try to sweep that season series, win 2-0 in the regular season against the Maroons. Second one's good. Flyers make it a 16-point game. Stacker 2 for 2. At the line, he's got 13. As they get a steal, they'll bring it back. 60 seconds to play. Brown moves inside, puts up a high arcing shot, good. And the Flyers pull within 14. Lancers were just up by 20. As Jeff Creek's going to take a timeout. 54.6. You can't take the foot off the gas pedal. Cannot take it off. 14-point lead, 54.6 seconds to play. Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Back in a moment here from Belleville East. Corey Brown will inbound to here out of the timeout. Second timeout by Belleville East. They have 3 remaining. They turn it over out of the timeout. Flyers bring it back right side of the lane. The Lamp got it. 12-point game after the Lancers are up by 20. Brown all the way. Lamp, no, but he draws a foul. And Ja'Cory's going to shoot 2. With 38.9, big response here. Ja'Cory's got to make both of these here. 2 points on the night. Foul is on Tyreek Barnes. That's his third. And this will be Ja'Cory, who's going to shoot 2 here. 61% free throw shooter on the year. And his first one pinballs out. Second one, Ja'Cory got the second. He's got 3. Lancers make it a 13-point game, 46-33. They'll be back here with Stacker. 30 seconds to go. Let's see if they want to go for the last shot of the quarter. It looks like they will. Not much urgency. Dribbling. Brown stepping up with Moody. Trying to get Stacker, just trying to weave around traffic. Picked up the dribble, kick out the Johnson, ball fake all the way. No, we're going to get a foul with 15.3. As Dawson was the one to hit the deck. They will hit Jalen Dawson for the foul. That's his third personal. So Alex Johnson at the line. 6 points on the night. And a free throw shooter on the air of 66%, averaging 13 points a game, and his first one will miss. And the next one got it. Johnson with 7. Flyers back down by 12. Lancers turn it over again. That's the third turnover out of it. Inbound. Layup's no good. Put back Stacker got it. 5 seconds. Lancers up by 10. 3. Get into Moody. 2. He's just going to hold it. And what do we get here? Yep, it's just going to be into the quarter. Flyers going to run. They cut it in half. From 20 to 10. And Beverly's has some work to do. 46-36. We head to the fourth. We'll have it for next in a moment. This is Lancer basketball here on the Beverly's Broadcast Network. The Eversole Tigers are just 16 minutes away from claiming a Southwestern Conference Championship, sole possession of one, as they lead the Maroons to the half at Edwardsville, 30-15 at the half. As we start our fourth quarter here with the Lancers leading 46-36 over the Flyers. Steven Stock with you from Collinsville, 44-20 in favor of Alton. As Alton needs an Alton loss as well, but looks like the Redbirds are not going to lose up by 24 going to the fourth. Flyers will have it here to start the fourth quarter, moving left to right. Lancers are out there with Xavier Moody, Jalen Coleman, Ja'Cory Brown, Jalen Austin, and Savion Mitchell. And the Lancers got to start tightening things up here as the layup is no good. It was airballed. Beverly will bring it back 12 seconds into the fourth, moving right to left. It was a 20-point lead, now cut to 10. Lancers still did go +3 in that third, going 17-14. Coleman gets it for Ja'Cory. He'll bring it up across the timeline. Brown, full head of steam all the way. Layup, no. Rebound's going to be tipped, and the Flyers have it. They'll bring it back as we're going to have a ball that goes out of bounds off the Lancers. Flyers will get it back. 7:36 to go in the fourth. Alex Johnson will inbound it here. Johnson will throw it in the backcourt. Gets it in for Montreal Stacker. Stacker up top, will throw it out right for Brown. Catch and shoot 3. Bricked it, rebound Dawson. Not the greatest three-point shoot tonight by East St. Louis. Have knocked down many of them. Moody will bring it back, cross the timeline. Gets out for Ja'Cory. Ja'Cory all the way. Layup, no. Savion, put back, yes. As Savion cleans it up. He leads the Lancers in scoring tonight with 17 points. It gets the Lancers back up by 12, and now goes back to 10. Brown with 9 on the bucket. Coleman stuck in the backcourt, got to find a teammate, finds an open Savion. Almost put it down, gets his own put back, and he got it. 19 points, Savion Mitchell makes it 50-38. Lancers by 12. Brown will bring it back, goes inside, high arcing shot, no good. Rebound by Mitchell and gets it to Dawson. 90 seconds into the fourth, Lancers lead it 50-38. Coleman will bring it back. Right Southwestern Conference logo, pulls inside, teardrop, got his answer deck. Jalen Coleman. Lancers a 4-0 run, 52-38, up by 14. Guys start peeling away again here. Lancers were up by 20. There's the ball loose, and Jalen Dawson has it. And he tried to get up for Savion. It was tipped out of bounds by Stacker. Lancers will get it back keep it with 6:09 to go. 52-38. Jalen Dawson will trigger this one in. On the sideline, right to the left of the scores table, in front of Coach Schroeder and Coach Mertens on the sideline. Finds Coleman right to his right. Bounce pass back to JD. Moves. Savion inside. Lost it out of bounds. It's going to go off of Savion. Flyers force a turnover. We'll get it back. 6:05 to go in the fourth. Stacker will bring it back across the timeline. Gets a screen. Inside the arc, spin move, kick out. Left wing Johnson all the way. Lap got it. Sorry, Brown. Isaiah Brown makes it a 12-point game. 52-40. He's got 4. Savion doing it in no man's land. Trying to keep it with the Lancers. As Flyers all the way. Lap got it, and Ja'Cory called for a foul. A whistle, foul, count the basket, it's good. 52-42. Corey Brown called, they're going to call Jalen Coleman for his 4th. So Coleman, one called for the foul. Alex Johnson at the line. He's got 9 points after that bucket, looking to make it double digits and pull the Flyers within single digits. And his free throw's good. He does just that. He's got 10, 9-point game. 52-43. Lancers will bring it back here with Moody. Gets it for Coleman. Stuck gets it for Ja'Cory. Down the corner, JD. Moving. Up top for Moody. Holding. Did he dribble? He dribbled it off his foot. They're going to get a blocking foul, though. Go against Alex Johnson. That's going to be his second personal, first team foul. 5:19 to go. Lancers by 9. We're up by 20. Now it's at 9. Try to hold on to this lead. They'll throw it in the backcourt for Coleman. And J. Cole bringing it up. Let's see if the Lancers here just want to kind of take their time and see if they can run some time and just find that shot. It's J. Cole's double team. Runs inside. Kick out JD up top. Ja'Cory fakes the pass. Now gives it for Coleman. Lancers will reset. 5 minutes to go. Now for Ja'Cory, left of the key. Dribbles to the right hand. Bounce pass out for Coleman. Eye in the basket. Fans it back out. Lancers going to run some time here. J. Cole gets it out left. Ja'Cory. Driving out for Dawson. JD moves. Gets it for Mitchell. Dawson in the corner. Now for Moody. Lancers still running time. 4:40 to go. Moody just dribbling, guarded by Stacker. Gives the ball to Coleman. J. Cole's double team back to Moody. He moves inside the arc and then he fans it out. Lancers running time as we're going to have a foul as Moody was fouled trying to get it out. Lancers have ran almost 60 seconds off on this possession. Just got to hold on to this lead. That's what you got to do. JD will have it on the sideline. He'll trigger it in. JD will get it in for Ja'Cory. Ja'Cory gets it out for Savion. Now for Coleman. J. Cole, double team, moves inside. Will fan it back out. Lancers still running time, and Coleman's going to be fouled. That's the third team foul on the Flyers. That's the third on Stacker as well. So East St. Louis only one more to give. They might foul right again as well. They might, again, Lancers have ran 60 seconds off on this possession. You're in a spot here for East St. Louis. If they're just going to run time, you're going to have to send them to the free throw line. You haven't been able to get steals just yet, and you're down by 9. You need possessions here. We'll throw in the backcourt for Coleman. The Lancers are going to run some more time here at J. Cole. He's in the backcourt. He'll bring it up, guarded by Stacker. Cut off, gets it up for Moody. Now Ja'Cory's open on the left of the key. Now he drives, dumps it down low. Savion, layup off the glass, and a big possession by Belleville. Ran almost 90 seconds off the clock, and then Savion finishes it with a bucket. He's got 21 points tonight. The Lancers going to hold on tonight. You betcha he's a post-game guest. He'll move inside Johnson. Ball inside, layup good. Ball faked by Alex Johnson. He's got 12, and he gets it back to single digits. But the Lancers first have to hold on to a lead. 54-45 as the Lancers are going to again run some time here with Ja'Cory Brown on the left block. Lost it out of bounds. off the Flyers. Lancers will keep it, 3:36 to go. Jalen Coleman will have it on the left baseline, waiting to trigger it in. Flyers only one more foul to give. Possession is also in favor of East, and Shakori lost it on the layup. Flyers bring it back, 3:30 to go. Orlandis Brown, left corner three, bricked it. Rebound Moody. He's going to dribble it up very slowly. Just run time. Do not force anything. We've been in this spot before, and Jeff Creek will call a timeout to talk things over. You do not need to force anything in this spot. You have a 9-point lead. 3:19 to go. Just be smart with the ball. Do not force anything. And that's easier said than done, I'll tell you that. But that's the bottom line here with 3:19 to play. Take a quick timeout, back in a moment. This is Lancer Basketball on the Belleville Broadcast Network. .319 to go. Lancers leading 54-45. Steven Stocklear, glad to have you along. Lancer ball out of the timeout. Both teams 2 timeouts remaining. Possession arrow in favor of the Lancers. Flyers 1 more foul left to give. Belleville East has 3 fouls left to give. Shout out to my former classmate. Had Spanish class with them last year. The junior Juice Rulo, who was wrestling tonight in the state tournament. He's on to the championship tomorrow. And he is a very talented man when it comes to football, wrestling. I mean, he's just so well talented. He won his game tonight 7-2, and he's on to the championship tomorrow up north in the state tournament, looking to become a state champion. Once again, Juice Rulo, and very proud of him. Thanks to Coach Nesbitt for giving me the update. Glad to announce that on the air. Shout out to Juice, and he's doing great things, and he's going to go down as one of those great Lancer athletes when it's all said and done. It's been really, really good when it comes to football, and that's not even his best sport. Wrestling's his better sport. You could argue, I'll argue that that's his best sport, and he's still very, very good. All-conference player in football, and hopefully another state champion tomorrow night. Jalen Coleman will bring it back right to left. Gets it for Ja'Cory Brown. Ja'Cory moves inside all the way to the basket. Layup to the contest. What a finish, Ja'Cory Brown. He's got 5. Lancers pull back by double digits. 56-45, less than 3 to go. Johnson inside, puts up a layup, got it. To the contest, Alex Johnson with 14. He's really heated up in this fourth quarter. 9-point game, 56-47. Jalen Coleman will bring it back. He's going to be trapped, gets it across the timeline, and he's going to be fouled. And the Lancer junior, Jalen Coleman's going to shoot 2. That's Stacker's 4th, by the way. Flyers don't need him to foul out. Jalen Coleman, 4 points on the night, 2 layups, or I guess a layup and a jump shot for J. Cole. Free throw shooter of 74%, and I think that's the best on the team. It looks like it is. One more foul, I apologize. I don't know why I thought that was the 4th. So Lancers still have 1 more to get before they get in the bonus. Apologize for that. Thought they had 4 fouls. I knew I said 1 more foul to give, so that was incorrect of me. As the shot's no good. Savion, though. Bucket, no. Put back, no again. Savion, no. Couldn't get to go. Got denied by the front of the rim. 9-point game. 2:20 to go. Flyers bring it back. Moving. Right of the block. Ball's loose. JD has it. Jeff Creek got the timeout in to get possession. 2:18 to go. Lancers just try to hold on to this one, leading 56-47. Back in a moment here from Belleville East. Lancers will have it out of the timeout up by 9. Possession arrow in favor of East in the double bonus. Moody. Lancers 1 timeout remaining. Ja'Cory up top, and he traveled. Corey Brown travels back to the Flyers. James Johnson's going to come in. And it will be Jalen Coleman's going to come out. 2:11 to go. Flyers have got it to 9 here. A few times in this fourth quarter, they haven't been able to get it to less than 9. This will be Alex Johnson to bring it back. 2:05 to go. Move it up top, dribbling. Guarded by Johnson, right side the lane. James is on it. Ball comes loose. Flyers are on in the corner. We'll throw it up top, caught here by Johnson. DeVrice Johnson stolen away. JD falls on it, finds James, waits, lays it up. Got it. James Johnson, his first points, and what a time. What a time for James to score. 58-47, a foul at East. What a play by JD tonight. His effort has been unmatched tonight. Very easily, it's been unmatched. I mean, he's been all over the place as he's going to be called for his 4th foul. He just leaped on the ball there, leaped on one in the last possession. He's fallen on the balls and just tried to find ways to get the Lancers in possession and get this win. 11-point lead, and the Flyers turn it over. It goes out of bounds as Alex Johnson tried to catch a ball on a pass and couldn't get there as it went out of bounds to the sideline. 100 seconds to go. Jalen Coleman will come back in for James Johnson. 58-47. Lancers will get into Xavier Moody in the backcourt. Moody dribbles with the left hand, brings it across the timeline. Moody all the way. Lamp's going to be blocked. Ja'Cory offensive board, puts it up, missed it on an air ball. Rebound Flyers to get it back, then it's loose. Moody gets a hand on it. Flyers still fighting for it. Now it's still loose. Now stuck on the floor, trying to kick it out, and a timeout called by East St. Louis with 78 seconds to go. Is trying to fight for his dear life was DeVrice Johnson. He had numerous Lancer players all over him trying to get the ball. And the Flyers will keep possession on the timeout. 1:18 to go, 58-47. Lancers up by 11. Back in a moment here from Belleville East. .78 seconds to go. Lancers up by 11. Flyer basketball after Belleville East forces a Flyer timeout. They have just 1 remaining here. Lancers also with 1 remaining. Possession arrow in favor of East. They're also in the double bonus. Lancers on the other side still have 2 more fouls left to give. Landis Brown will trigger this in for the Flyers. Brown will wait in, gets it into Johnson. 75 seconds. He'll bring it across the timeline. Moving here out to his left all the way to the basket. It's going to be a foul underneath as Lancers put up a contest. Numerous players hit the deck, and now we got an offensive foul is what we got. Alex Johnson called for his 4th on the offensive foul. So Belleville East up by 11. 70 seconds to go. Johnson back out, Coleman back in, and J. Cole is out there with 4 fouls, which is the reason why Creek has been kind of shuffling him with James Johnson on defensive possessions, not trying to get him to pick up his 5th and foul out of the game. Coleman, dribble into the backcourt, gets it for JD, across the timeline. Dawson will fan it out, just run clock, boys, just run clock. 60 seconds. Jalen Coleman, dribbling, guarded by Stacker, double teamed, he's going to be fouled, and Jalen Coleman's going to have 2 free throws coming. Makes them both on ice, I would think. 56.9 to go. First one on Device Johnson. Jalen Coleman, 4 points tonight. J. Cole's first free throw. Missed it. James Johnson's going to come back in for J. Cole here. The next opportunity, and hope will be now, if Coleman can make this free throw. You don't want him to possibly pick up his fifth on the defensive side. He missed it. Went 0 for 2. Flyers bring it back. 50 seconds, down by 11. Johnson spin move inside. Lamp got it. Johnson with 16 makes it a 9-point game. Clock running. 45 seconds. Coleman trapped in the corner. And the whistle, it's going to be a timeout called by Jeff Creek. That's our last timeout of the night. Last one we'll take. Back in a moment. 45.3 to go. Lancers hold on to a 9-point lead. 58-49. Back in a moment. This is Lancer Basketball on the Belleville Broadcast Network. Corey Brown will trigger it in on the sideline. Lancers no timeouts remaining. Flyers still have one. 45.3, 58-49. Ja'Cory waiting, gets it in for Moody. Dribble near the baseline, and did he step out? He's going to be fouled is what the call's going to be. Going against the Flyers. And Xavier Moody's going to have 2 more free throws coming tonight, trying to build off of a 16-point performance for the senior. Foul goes against Alex Johnson. That's his 5th, and he is fouled out of the game. Got Stacker also in there with 4 fouls. James Johnson comes back in. Jalen Coleman out. Moody with 16 points on the night. And the first one for the Lancers senior. And Belleville, he missed the first. Lancers missed their last 3 free throws. As long as the Lancers can hold on for the final 42 seconds, they'll get win number 21 on the year going in the playoffs next week. As Moody's free throw is good, goes 1 for 2, pulls the Lancers back up by double digits. 59-49. Tipped out of bounds. Flyers look at it. 40.9 to go. Get it into Brown. Brown will bring it back. 37 seconds. Moving on. Johnson, we're going to have a foul. James called for a hold. That's only his first foul of the night. 13 foul. 36.4 seconds to go. Flyers look at it on the sideline here. Down by 10, trying to find a way to come back, and came in tonight trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Up top here with Brown. Shoots a 3, contested. Bang, got it. And the Flyers will take their last timeout. They're going to make things interesting here with 31 seconds to go. Big shot by Orlandis Brown. He's got 12. He's the 3rd double-digit Flyer score tonight. 59-52. 7-point game, 31 seconds to go. We'll keep it here for the remainder of this one. And big shot by Browdy was contested, still got it to go. And Ja'Cory was there to put up the contest, but still got it to go. Lancers here just got to run some time and do not turn the ball over. We saw that in the 3rd quarter, just inbounded it and kept turning the ball over. That's how the Flyers got this to a 10-point game from 20 to 10. And cut in half because Lancers kept turning over on the inbound, but Can't turn it over here. Just get to the line. They've missed 3 of the last 4 free throws as well. That doesn't help much either. In a spot, the Lancers came in tonight shooting 65% from the line. And I've talked about it. Free throw shooting down the stretch is huge. It's huge in games, especially if it's a little bit of a closer game than this one. You know, if it's one possession game and you're missing your free throws, that may cost you a game. We've seen Altsoff. There's a reason why Altsoff's so very tough to beat, because they make their free throws. They're probably the best free throw shooting team I've seen, including JUCO level and high school level. Here is Moody. Bringing it, double team, gets it for Chikori, 25 seconds. Brown now for Coleman, waving around traffic. Got 3 guys on him, and he's going to be fouled with 23.2. Isaiah Brown. Nope, they're going to call it on Vice Johnson, actually. That's going to be his second, and Jalen Coleman to the line. Missed them both last time. Let's see if he can avenge himself here. 23.2 seconds to go. Lancers ran a little bit time off there on that possession. Up by 7. James Johnson's going to come in here for Coleman the next opportunity. And J. Cole missed another one. 4 of the last 5 free throws have been missed by Belleville East. That's something the Lancers are going to have to work on here. Some rough free throws shooting down the stretch. Jekyll trying to make this one here. 0 for 3 on the night from the line. He missed them both. 0 for 4. 20 seconds, down by 7. Stacker, dribble, gets past Chikori. Layup, got it. 5-point game. 15 seconds, clock is running. 12 seconds, Chikori running the baseline. Gets it into Moody. He's going to be fouled with 10 seconds here, and the Flyers have made this one close. Third foul on Vice Johnson. Moody to the line. He's got 17. The Lancers were up by 20 as well, and they've let this one go down to 5. And hopefully can hold on 2 possessions. It's going to be tough for the Flyers to come back in 10 seconds. Not much time left. As the lights have went out here now at Belleville East. As the first free throw is good by Xavier Moody. The lights have went out now here at East. They'll come back on. And they come back out again. And they're back on. Moody with 18 now. Another one here for Moody. In and out, one to go. 8 seconds, 7. Brown, 6, 5 at half court, shoots a deep 3. Airballed it. It'll go out of bounds with 2.2, and that's going to do it. The Lancers are going to take down the Flyers to finish out the regular season. It's going to be a win number 21 here for Jeff Creek and his boys, finishing the regular season 21-9. And we'll get ready for playoff play against the Maroons of Belleville West next Wednesday in the regional semifinal. 7:30 tip, extended pregame at 7 o'clock from Belleville West. Chikori just got inbounded here. Throws it for JD, and that's going to do it. The Lancers are going to win it 60-54, improving to 21-9 on the year. 7-5 in conference play. Flyers fall to 13-18, 14 in conference play. We'll talk about it next. Lancers get the win tonight, 60-54. Welcome in here to our Lancer Hoops post-game show. Lancers with the win, improved to 21-9, 7-5 in conference play. They'll finish third in the Southwestern Conference after tonight's win. The Flyers dropped their fourth straight. They fall to 13-18, 4-8. That's where they'll finish in conference play. This is win number 9 on this home floor for Belleville East, getting their home record to 9-4. Welcome in to our Lancers post-game show. Steven Stock with a third straight win, and Lancers were up by 20. Could have won this one by way more. There's no doubt about it. They should have probably won this one by more, but a win is a win. To finish out the regular season, you're going to get a lot of off days. You'll be off tomorrow, Saturday, off Sunday, off Monday and Tuesday before Belleville West Wednesday. You got to go to practice and work on some things. Lancers, you look at the end, free throw shooting wasn't great. Missed, I think, 6 of 7 or 5 of 6 down at the stretch there. But they also did a lot of things right. I thought they shot the ball well from 3 and rebounded, I think, pretty well. I don't know obviously the official rebound numbers, but I thought the Lancers rebounded well, especially after what happened in the last game between these two back in January. The Lancers were out rebounded 47-22, plus 25 margin. I don't think it was that tonight at all. I thought the Lancers did a good job of rebounding the ball, and they scored 60 points. We know that Belleville East this year, when they score 54 more, are 18-1. Now make it 19-1. Let's get these score numbers for us. We're waiting on our senior night guest here, and we'll get 3 of them up here, 3 interviews for you here in just a moment. But let's get the score numbers for you. I'll start off with Belleville East as they were victorious in this one, 60-54, 21 points for the senior Savion Mitchell. He did not take flight, though. Mitchell Airlines did not take flight tonight. He did not throw one down, but he did have 21 points. Great game for the senior. 18 points for another senior in Xavier Moody. 10 points for Jalen Dawson, another senior. I think you get the theme here, right? It was senior night. 10 points for Jalen Dawson. 5 points for another senior in Ja'Cory Brown. 4 points for Jalen Coleman. He's a junior, not a senior. And James Johnson, a sophomore, finished with 2 to finish things out for Belleville East. Over for the Flyers of East St. Louis, leading the way for them and scored with 17 points was Montreal Stacker, followed by 16 points from Alex Johnson, 12 points for Orlandis Brown, their 3 double-digit scores, then 4 points for Isaiah Brown, 2 points for 2 different scores, Jordan Ayers-Burris and Device Johnson, and wrapping things out, going to 1 for 2 at the line was Tyreek Barnes. Scoring by the quarter was a big start for Belleville East in that first half. Went 16-13, plus 3 first, a plus 4 second, 13-9, plus third, third quarter, plus 3, 17-14, and it could have been plus 13. They were up by 20 at one point in the third quarter. It was a 10-point game going to the fourth. Lancers did finish the fourth quarter with a minus 4, 18-14, but they do win the ball game 60-54. We'll get some scores for you around the conference here on our postgame, as it was the final night in conference play. The conference champion, at least sole possession of it, still be determined coming into tonight. And Alton did get the win, 56-25. So the Tigers do need a win to get sole possession of the conference championship. And do we have a final? We do. 57-40. The Tigers defeat the Maroons at Belleville West. Congrats to Edwardsville, who finishes conference play 11-1. They finished the regular season 27-2 overall, and they will be conference champions, Southwestern Conference champions. We're going to get the full 1 through 7 results here, if I can write these down and get those for you here. But Edwardsville is your champion, and Alton fell 1 game shy, and then they only lost 2 conference games, lost to Edwardsville. They split with the Tigers, then split with the Jayhawks, and Council's going to get Alton right back again for the 3rd time coming up next Wednesday in the regional semifinal. So there's that for you. Write all these down for you here, folks, so I can get the full results. Got 2 more teams to write down. Still waiting here on our interviewees here coming up. Okay, folks, so this is how the Southwestern Conference's finishes here for the 2024-25 boys basketball season. The Tigers are Southwestern Conference champions, finishing in first at a record of 11-1. Alton finishes in second at 10-2. And then the Lancers finish in third at 7-5 in conference play. And then 2 teams tied for fourth, Collinsville and East St. Louis both going 4-8 in conference play. And then Belleville West and O'Fallon finishing 3-9 in Southwestern Conference play to wrap out the conference. And then we got playoffs next week. It's going to be very interesting regional at Belleville West and at Alton. I think it's going to be really good. I think both are going to be really good. Obviously, you have your clear favorites right now. There's no doubt about it. You're looking at Quincy, the 1 seed, the ranked number 3 in state. I will tell you, Quincy just did lose on Tuesday to Rock Island, a very good Rock Island team. I think 23-5 is their record. I will tell you, though, Rock Island did lose to Lincoln last month in January. That's a notable loss. And obviously, we know Belleville East run and clocked Lincoln at one round, somewhere around the 30-point margin in that one against the Lincoln Rail Splitters. But I'd like to see that for Belleville East to go into the, go into the playoffs with 3 straight wins. And Quincy might be a little more beatable than they looked before Tuesday night, losing to Rock Island. But we'll see. They're still ranked number 3rd in the state. It's going to be a tough path for Belleville East and Regional. Back in a moment here from East. Give us 1 second here, folks, on our postgame. I got our postgame guest coming up. Savion Mitchell's going to be the first one. And then Ja'Cory Brown and Christian Cale Newsom are going to be our next 2 here. Coming up and waiting for Savion to get things rolling. And it's on him to get the other 2 up. I was able to track down Savion down on the floor. So it's on him to get the other 2. I know Ja'Cory's coming up. He just called Ja'Cory, reminded him to come up. And then wait on Christian as well. But Savion, we're just waiting for him to be ready to go here. That's Savion. I'm going to pick up the mic. Let's get this one rolling here. Hold on. I got to turn you down. Hold on. Very loud. Okay. All right. Savion Mitchell, one of our post-game guests here tonight. Savion, thanks for coming up. Appreciate you. Congrats on the win. What was your thoughts on this one?
I feel like it was a fantastic game for the team and just for me. After coming off of West and throwing them down.
Yeah, you had 21 points tonight. Didn't get any dunks, though. But we had some good layups, though. And I'll talk about this real quick because I feel like over the course of this year, even going back to last year, too, to me at least, it feels like you're more comfortable down low but also more stronger. What's it been like trying to develop and I guess it's with the word upgrade your paint game down low?
Yeah, I think that's definitely the key is I have a little bit more bounce in my step. I'm able to get up a little bit higher than I was last year. So I feel like that helps me out a lot, and I have more confidence on not getting blocked because I get up so much higher.
You guys get the win on senior night, and the last 2 senior nights we've had them spoiled, but tonight we get this one winning by 6. What did it mean for you tonight to be recognized on the court here before this one?
I feel like it really showed how much I've put into this Lancer basketball program. Been on varsity all 4 years. Didn't play much the first 2, but I played a big part on JV, helped getting the varsity boys ready, playing defense every day. So I feel really honored to be recognized on this night.
And speaking of these last 2 years, you came to know these guys well, your other 4 senior teammates and also the other teammates as well that are juniors and sophomores. What's it been like growing with them here, taking the varsity journey last year where you're starting to get play time, starting to start? What's it been like with that journey, getting playing time with those guys and really being connected and growing?
I feel like it's been fantastic because, my freshman year, a lot of the varsity kids right now were playing on freshman B team and none of them had no minutes or they were just riding the bench the whole freshman year. And it's really great to see how far they come and how far we come and, how much of a bond we can build in such a short amount of time.
What's it been like, I guess I could say a better way to phrase this, what does it mean to you to see these last 2 years where you guys, we can just go back to last year's Collinsville tournament. After you guys, the first game out of that tournament, you guys lose to O'Fallon. I think we were 500, 8-8 or 9-9. And to see the development, the growth since then, a 10-game win streak to finish off last year, get 20 wins, and then now you have a 21-win season going to the playoffs this year. I mean, it has to mean a lot to see all that happen in over a year.
Exactly. I feel like it's just us staying all composed. You know, I feel like it means a lot because I feel like all of us are like owed something these past few years, especially losing to West in the regional semifinals is a big thing, which like really shocked us right there because we beat them the first time by about 20 and then lost to them the second 2 times. So I feel like this year playing them again in the regional semifinals is going to be a hell of a game for us.
And you look at next week, too. You're going to get Belleville West, and if you guys can get past them, we're looking at the number 3 team ranked in the state in Quincy. It's going to be a tough week next week.
Yes, sir.
What do you guys need to do to pull out a win against West, but also pull out a regional championship? I mean, everything's in front of you, but it's a mountain to climb.
I feel like it's more about staying composed as a team. I feel like we got to really lock in on practice, take care of our scout that we do every practice, and really worry about what's in front of us, not what's next up.
Well, Savion, thank you. Hopefully next week, we can pull out some wins and get a regional championship.
Yes,
I appreciate you coming up. Thank you. We're going to hand the headset over here to Ja'Cory Brown, who's going to be our next post-game guest. And another senior here, our second senior guest. Ja'Cory, thanks for coming up. Appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What was your thoughts on this one in a 60-54 win for you guys?
I think we just played good, played hard. We stayed together when they went on a run and everything. Played as a team, didn't get down on each other. Yeah, we just fought hard.
You guys were able to pull this one out, and you look at it senior night the last 2 years, it's lost those 2, but this one night you guys get the win, and I think that's huge for you guys to celebrate you guys. But for you on the court before the game, what did it mean for you to be honored before this one?
It felt good. I felt like I really had a family here. I love East. I've been here for 3 years. I just love the organization, the players, the coaches. It's all love from everybody here. Great support system. I really like it here.
I asked Savion the question too, and I'll ask this one to you as well. What's it been like with your teammates growing over these last really just 2 years? You guys both, all 5 of your seniors really get playing time last year starting at Varsity your junior year, and you've really taken a big journey. It's been a lot of challenges, but also a lot of success. What's it been like growing and adapting and learning with your teammates?
Really just been getting us closer, since we've been here for so long, and it's just getting us used to being with each other. We just all fun with each other. We're just trying to build a bigger bond, more than basketball, so it can keep us close even farther than this basketball,
You guys, with the win, will finish out the regular season 21-9. Big week next week in the playoffs. You'll get Belleville West in the original semifinal. You were on that floor last year at Granite City and a tough loss at the buzzer against the Maroons. What do you guys need to do Wednesday to prevent that from happening this time around?
I think if we just come out, play hard. Last year we was up a big margin.
Yes.
We just let them, we just sat back, chilled, and then just let them come back and gave it to them at the end. We just keep the gas on the pedal and just fight hard, we'll get the win.
You guys, no matter what, if it's Belleville West and then if it's Quincy or a Fountain, most likely Quincy in the regional championship, it's going to be tough opponents. West is good, Quincy very, very good. What's kind of the mindset for you guys coming in this week? You guys, focus on yourself. What's it like going into it's going to be a rowdy West atmosphere and then a very tough opponent against Quincy in the championship if you guys can get there?
Right now, just one game at a time. We're looking for West, get them, and then after we get them, we're just going to see who we got next. We're going to fight hard against everybody we play. No matter who it is, it's going to be tough. Everything's going to be tough. Nothing's going to be easy.
Well, Ja'Cory, thank you as always. Good luck next week.
Thank
Let's keep
you.
up the good work. We're back here in a moment. All right, folks, we're still waiting on one more post-game guest. That's going to be Christian Cale Newsom. He said he was coming up. I don't know where he went. I just saw him somewhere. I don't know where he's at. I'm going to go try and track him down, and we'll wrap this one up next year on our Lance Hoops post-game show. Lancers get the win tonight, 60-54. Cannot find Christian Kale Newsom, so we'll keep our 2 post-game guests tonight. Thank you to Savion Mitchell and Ja'Cory Brown for coming up. I'm working on hopefully sitting down with one of the other 2 seniors, and Xavier Moody or Jalen Dawson. We'll try and get that going here before Wednesday. Speaking of Wednesday, we are on the air at 7 o'clock. That's at 7:30 tip from West. We're on the air with the extended pregame show at 7 o'clock here from Belleville West. The Maroons and the Lancers at West in the regional semifinal. To then, we'll see you then on Wednesday. Have a good weekend. Have a good Friday night. The next time I see you, I'll see you later.